Nyoron, not smoked cheese, but we're going to find out what is in this final Mandarake box when I bust this open with a logically useful box opener. For viewers that may be tuning in for the first time, this was a personal order to the Japanese second-hand anime store Mandarake. The merchandise total on all 6 boxes was about $450, which I'm going to have to figure out how to pay for eventually. And the shipping increased the total cost up to around $1,000 because I didn't expect the express shipping to be quite as expensive as it turned out to be. But at an average of about $10 or $11 an item, I don't think that's too terribly bad on average. So this is, I believe, the final, yes, these are the final items in this order, and I believe there are just 2 of them in here. So if you're still sticking with me to see what's in these final 2, what these final 2 items are, I appreciate your enthusiasm and patronage. Had I realized that these final 2 items would end up shipping by themselves in a separate box with a separate shipping fee, probably would not have purchased them, because the first of these items is a Blu-ray promotional Macross F poster. That's the poster image. I imagine, given the size of this box, that it's a fairly sizable wall poster. This, however, was only 100 yen. I purchased this because it was a full-size wall poster for $1, because I figured it would fit in with the other items. I did not expect that it was going to ship in a separate box with its own separate express shipping fee. And the last of these items is a wall scroll, or as Mandarake refers to it, a tapestry. And once again, had I realized that this would not fit in the other boxes, I would not have ordered this. Or, alternately, I would have ordered more of them to make it worthwhile. For example, Mandarake, if you happen to be considering an order, Mandarake produces its own very, very attractive Nadia, Secret of Blue Water tapestry, significant size, that is only 400 yen. I really debated with myself over purchasing one of those, and I did not. Now, had I realized that I was going to end up paying a separate shipping fee for these oversized items, I would definitely have bought one of those, if not more of them. This is a, if I can find the end of the package, this is a doujinshi. I believe this is a doujin tapestry. I actually have one of these. I can't find the, oh, there it is. It's being taped shut. I actually have one of these. I purchased one of these 2 years ago as part of a Mandarake order. But as I mentioned, 2 weeks from now I'll be attending the Necronomicon Fantasy Convention in Tampa. And so I wanted to purchase something that I could contribute to the charity auction. And this is a very attractive item that costs, I believe, this was only $3 or $4. So this is an item that I could easily pick up and donate to the charity auction at Necronomicon. As I mentioned, I already have one of these for myself. This one is a duplicate to give away. So, since we are now at the end of this order, I do want to state a couple points that while I've expressed how affordable purchasing second-hand items are from Mandarake, I'm not comparing prices to American prices. I'm not trying to suggest that the American prices or values on anime merchandise are inflated or unreasonable. It's a completely different market. So I'm aware that anime items such as these have a particular price in America. to a large extent, I think those prices are reasonable. People like me or dealers have to import those items. There are a lot of costs associated with those. So when you see anime items and think, wow, they're so much cheaper in Japan, remember that getting them from Japan requires a lot of additional legwork and a lot of additional supplemental fees and charges that add up. Furthermore, maintaining an online presence, for example, the AnimeNation forum, requires various fees, which, to an extent, the remaining representatives of AnimeNation, Gene and I, are supporting, but thankfully we're not the only ones supporting it. Many of the AnimeNation forum members have contributed and continue to contribute to an AnimeNation forum Patreon. So if you are intrigued by any of these items and want to contact me, please feel free to do so through the AnimeNation forum. And if you'd like to help support the AnimeNation forum via a Patreon donation, we would be very grateful. Remember that the Patreon donations to AnimeNation strictly support the forum. None of that money actually goes to the personal pockets of Gene or me, which is why I'm poor after making expensive anime purchases. Furthermore, I've been talking about going to the local Tampa area Necronomicon convention 2 weeks from now. It is a very, very small dark fantasy literature convention. It is not an anime convention. It is typically not a convention for glumping or a convention extensively attended by young people. But I don't want to discourage that. I don't want to discourage any locals from coming out. So if you do happen to be in the Tampa Bay area 2 weeks from now, I encourage you to drop by the Necronomicon convention. You can say hi to me. You can take a look at any of these items that I'll have for sale. And also, should you want to contact me or have any conversation with me, I'm always watching anime. I'm always glad to talk about anime. Feel free to contact me through the AnimeNation forum or just send me an email. I will mention orally, strictly, that my email address is fjopliger@gmail.com. So if you want to send me a personal email, feel free to do so. I hope that this unboxing has been as entertaining for you, the viewers, as it has been for me to take a look at all these new items. So, thanks for your continued support. I'll talk to you next time.